Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are going to be playing some Mortarbait with Little Prince, which is honestly, this deck is like our bread and butter. This is the first deck that I played where I was able to get some top finishes. It's looking like this guy's playing E-Golem, if I had to guess right now. Let's pop the Guardian here just to keep the Little Prince alive, and then we will defend against that Golden Knight. So it looks like we're going to have an interesting matchup right off the start. Now, the biggest thing whenever I'm playing against Egiant is I really want to try to make sure that I can't remember if I said I'm playing E-Golem or Egiant. I hope I didn't say E-Golem. But whenever I'm playing against Egiant, the biggest thing is making sure that I don't play all of my counters right away. You know, you have to kind of delay a little bit so that you don't give them a ton of lightning value and tornado value. And if you can do that, then usually this matchup, it's a difficult one because they can lightning cycle, but you know, it's a little bit more doable, although him having the Golden Knight is a little bit annoying, I'm going to be honest. Let's play the Knight right here to defend against that Golden Knight, and then I might as well just get the Mortar down here, see if we can get something going. He might play a Cannon, or, okay, he's got Goblin Cage, so let's go for another Skeleton Barrel here, just because I want to cycle to my Evo Skeleton Barrel as quick as we can. He's going to cycle the Barb Barrel. That's a little bit interesting. Okay, he will Tornado there. Let's go ahead, let's log on all of this, and then we should get one shot on the tower, so that's good. We get a little bit of damage, and then I'll just kind of chill out. I don't want to overextend or anything. The biggest thing in this matchup is definitely going to be keeping pressure, but also chip damage is going to be massive in this matchup. Now he's going to play the Golden Knight. Let's go for the Evo Barrel into the opposite lane, because that's going to force him to play a decent amount of Elixir, and then I'm hoping to get the Knight in front of this. Let's do that. And now we have the Evil Mortar staying alive. Oh my gosh. We're going to get the damage on the left side. This guy just got cooked. He is not happy about that. Let's tell him to be quiet, though. I don't like this noise that he's given us. So we're going to get some really good damage there, but we're definitely not in the clear here. I think that this is going to be maybe a difficult defense that we're going to have to do, just because he is probably going to go for the E-Giant. I'm going to go for the Mortar right here. The reason why I'm doing that is because if he goes for the E-Giant, then it gets pulled, and then we have a better chance of getting some damage onto the tower. And, you know, making the E-Giant walk around so we can defend it better. And then I'll just play the Skeleton Barrel here. I honestly think we'll probably have to just Fireball cycle this guy. I doubt he's going to give us any chance of getting any damage. Let's go ahead, let's log here, and then let's get the Little Prince down just to kind of keep that pressure up, get that 3-card cycle, and take care of that Phoenix. I'll get the Knight down right here. That Phoenix is probably going to go back up, actually, but that's okay. And then there's the E-Giant, so let's go ahead, let's pull it really far. Let's get the Spear Goblins right here. Let's get the Goblin Gang right here, and because he Lightning, now I can go for my Little Prince. Let's pop the LP ability here. We're probably going to take some damage, but that's okay. I'll just log on this as well to kind of get that down, and then he's going to go for the Golden Knight. Let's get the Knight right here to stop that from getting on the tower, and then I think I'm going to Fireball here, and then just kind of try to cycle to another Fireball in a second. So let's go for the Spear Goblins here. He'll probably Barb Barrel. Then we can go for the Goblin Gang right here. I'll log on the tower just to get that quick cycle going, and then we can get the Knight right here, and that's going to be a win for us. So we can give him a good game, we can give him a good luck, and then let's Fireball on the tower, and let's go right on into the next one. Alright, you guys, we are on to our next matchup. Let's go ahead and let's Skeleton Barrel here, and then let's go for the Spear Goblins right after. Now, a little bit later this week, I'm going to try to come out with a Mortar variation video to go over all of the different Mortar decks that have multiple win conditions. So if you guys have any ideas for that, feel free to let me know now if there's anything that you guys want to see included. Now, this guy's deck is looking a little bit similar to ours so far, so this will be kind of interesting. I'm gonna get the Knight down right here. That is crazy that we didn't catch a single Spear Goblin, but that's okay. I'll go for the Mortar here, and then let's just wait and see what he's going to do. We're gonna get a lock on the tower, which I'm actually scared about, because that usually means that he's going to play something pretty crazy here. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna go for the Mega Knight, and then he's gonna play the Spear Goblins. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel here, and then let's pop the LP ability right here just to kind of make sure that Mega Knight hopefully doesn't kill the Little Prince. And the Skeleton Barrel took out the Spear Goblins, which is really good for us, so that defense actually went really quite well. It's really good to use your Skeleton Barrel defensively if you can. I find that is like one of the most just amazing things about it, is using it defensively as well. Now, what do I want to do here? I'm tempted to go for some Spear Goblins just to cycle and keep the pressure up. He'll probably go for a Goblin Gang. Or not. Okay, he's just gonna give us that. So I'll go for a Goblin Gang at the bridge now, and then did this guy just give up? There's no way he gave up that quick. Okay, I think this guy gave up, so let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match. Alright guys, next matchup, let's go ahead and I guess let's cycle a Goblin Gang for our first play. I think that that's going to be you know, our move there, and he's gonna zap. So that's actually kind of unlucky that he used a zap after we used our Goblin Gang. I would be pretty annoyed by that if I was him. We can just go for our Spear Goblins here, and then let's get a Knight down. We will defend against all of that pretty easily there. I had a freaking hiccup there. I hope I'm not having my hiccups throughout the entire matchup, or that would be really awkward. Oh my gosh, okay, so he's gonna have Goblin Curse. Ew, this deck is going to be pretty annoying to deal with. I can already see this being infuriating with him having Evil Witch as well as Goblin Curse with our deck. We'll go for the Mortar there. He's going to give us the lock. That is always such a bad sign when they just don't care. They give you the Mortar lock and they're like, go for it, do your worst. That is, oh gosh, we are so cooked. There is no way we're going to keep this tower. But you know what, guys? No matter what, I am posting this. So if I get slammed here, you know what? I said I'm going to include my losses, and so I will be including my losses. Let's pop the LP ability here just to get that Miner off of the Little Prince there. And then, oh gosh, okay. I guess I'm going to log here, and then I don't even know what I'm supposed to do to defend this. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think that tower is just gonzo. Let's go ahead. Let's play our Little Prince right here, and then I'll get a Knight down right here to help out with that Evil Witch. We'll defend everything. Oh gosh, okay. Let's get the Skeleton Barrel here to distract the bats. And then I'm going to log just because I need to get rid of that Night Witch. Holy crap, those bats are doing work, bro. Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on? We just got totally like freaking starting handed, but that was horrible. Okay, that is like actually depressing, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if we can come back from this, but I'm going to try. So let's go all in here on this push. He's probably going to Goblin Curse, and that's just going to ruin my freaking day. Let's pre-log here on all of this, and then we'll get some good damage at least. So, I mean, like, it's not over. I'll go for the defensive mortar here, but I don't know if there's any chance of us actually making the comeback here. I would be so happy if we did, but I just don't know how we're going to make a comeback here. We can log on this, and then we will get some good elixir. Let's get the Knight down here to make sure that we get all of that back, and then oh gosh, okay, he's gonna go for the Evil Witch in the back. How did that E-Golem just do so much damage? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. We'll take the next tower. I don't know what to do here, guys. I'm gonna be honest. We are totally cooked. Like, there's literally nothing we can do. I don't know why he just minored there. Yeah, we definitely lost this one, but I am a man of my word. I am including my losses here, so I'm just gonna cry here, and I'm gonna cry myself to sleep and go on into the next one. Alright, you guys, after that incredibly depressing loss, you know, I'm looking for my get back here. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get some of that, some of those trophies back, because I'm not happy about that loss. Now, I think I'm just gonna log here. That should be, you know, enough for us, and then. Do I play a counter for this Witch? I don't want to overspend. I'm going to let the Witch lock onto the tower, actually, and then I'll play my Goblin Gang to help out with the skeletons, just to keep them alive so that he has to deal with them. And he used his arrows, so I'm completely okay with that. I'll go for the Mortar. He's going to go for a Bowler, so I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel into the opposite lane. The biggest thing with this deck, honestly, is the Skeleton Barrel. The Skeleton Barrel is what can really make or break you know, pretty much every matchup, so we want to try to take advantage of getting to the Evil Barrel as much as we can. I've got the Spear Goblins there to deal with the Bowler, so we won't have to worry too much about that, but him having Bowler and Witch, I'm thinking Graveyard here. I think this is actually Jinxie's deck. If I had to guess, I'm pretty sure this is what he plays, so yeah, okay, this is going to be Giant Graveyard. This is actually a horrible matchup for us. So this is going to be interesting. Let's get the defensive Mortar down, and then realistically, I just need to worry about the Graveyard. I think I can ignore the Evil Witch for now. The Little Prince should be able to do enough to help us get that Giant down. And then I'm not even going to overspend on defense here. I'm actually going to Goblin Gang into the opposite lane. And then let's cycle our Spear Goblins right here, and then let's get a Knight down to deal with the Witch. And that was actually a pretty solid defense. I'm not mad about that at all. If he plays the Bowler there, then I can go for the Barrel into the opposite lane, so let's do that. And then, okay, he's going to go for the Minions. I think those are going to get taken out, so that is good. So we are going to get the Skeletons to go in there. He had to play the Guards, which was a bit of elixir for him to spend, so I'll go for the Evil Mortar here. Let's play the Little Prince right here to hopefully help out with that Bowler. And then, He's going to go for the witch. Let's go ahead. Let's log on the witch. See if the mortar can get some damage on that and take it out. He is going to snowball, so that's going to stop us from getting anything out of that. But we will at least pressure him decently, which is good. And then I'm going to ignore that, I think. And then let's go for the mortar on this lane. And then let's go for a goblin gang. I'm thinking he's going to bowler here. And then let's go for the spear goblins as well. He's going to play the guards. No big deal there. And then, ooh, okay, he's going to ignore all of those spear goblins. So let's go for this. Let's pop the Little Prince ability here. And then I just need to be ready for his next push. He's going to snowball there. I don't really know why he would do that, because I can just go ahead and do this here, and then we will defend all of that. Let's get some spear goblins here to help out, and then let's go for the evil barrel on this side. The evil witch should go down, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I can go ahead and defensive mortar here. We will get the death damage, which is huge. And then what do I want to do here? I'm going to just chill out for a second. I need to be careful. He's going to start the witch in the back, so I'm going to fireball there, just to make that a little bit easier to deal with, especially with the defensive mortar there. If we can get some splash onto it, that would be beautiful. And then I'll go for the Little Prince right here, and then let's just log, because he's going to snowball, so we'll make sure that we don't take too much more graveyard damage out of that. And then, oh my gosh, wait, how did those skeletons stay alive? Okay, oh my gosh, that was so much more damage than I wanted to take. Okay, we got all of this going in. Let's go in with the goblin gang here. Let's get a Little Prince down right here. Let's get the mortar down on this side, actually. And then let's go for a skeleton barrel here. Let's get some spear goblins down. He's going to go for the giant, pretty aggressive. Let's get the knight down to keep the Little Prince alive. And then I'm going to log here to get rid of, or at least slow that giant down. Then I'm going to go for another evil barrel here. The minions should go down with that one barrel. And then we do have the mortar lock now, so that's huge. Let's go ahead, and he's going to have to counter on that side, so let's go for a goblin gang plus a knight here. I'm hoping the bowler doesn't turn around, though. He's going to hit me with the snowball, so let's go for some spear goblins here. Let's go ahead, let's get a defensive mortar down. We do get the skeleton barrel on the tower, so that's going to be amazing, and we can fireball. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.